Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So it's been 1 year. April 2026 makes it 1 year since I started this channel. After thousands of views and hundreds of subscribers, I have a lot to share with you, and I wanted to share with you my learnings as a full-time employee, 9 to 5, working on building a YouTube channel with my free time whenever I'm available. So first things first, right? The first thing to do is just start. Looking at things in retrospect now, it took me a while to start. Me personally know that I've always shared my learnings on technology, gadgets and things like that offline, even before YouTube, right? Starting YouTube was kind of difficult for me because I felt like it was going to be taking a lot of time. It was going to be taking a lot of my resources, which I didn't have, to be honest. But it just started with taking that first leap of doing a video recording. You want to start by picking up your camera, even as you're watching this video, and start recording yourself. That's the first bit to starting YouTube channel. If you're able to overcome that initial process of picking up a camera and recording yourself and speaking, you're largely there already. So for me, it all started one day. I decided to take that first leap, shoot myself on the camera. It was very weird, I'll be honest with you. I made a lot of mistakes, which you do. I mean, no matter the amount of tutorials you watch about how to set up a camera, what angles to use for your composition, whatever, you're still going to need to take that first leap. The best thing to do is just get the action going, record yourself on camera, and then you'll be able to get real-time feedback and then learn from it with that experience. One thing I found with content creation was it's not as easy as it seems. You probably think, oh, it's just to talk on the camera and that's it. But when you pick up the camera, you then start to realize that, oh, I need to have a process to this, right? I need to script my video. I need to write something down and come up with a concept before I then, just talk to the camera. The next step will then be have a process. Do you want to plan your video ahead before you shoot? Do you want to itemize everything you want to say in your video before you shoot? That was my first learning. I realized that, okay, instead of picking up the camera and just talking, which I did, I find that there was a lot of pauses, there was a lot of ideas that was missing in my thought process. And what did I do? I started scripting, So scripting and writing things down before I speak on camera helped me a bit more to articulate while speaking and have some sort of structure to my video. Editing, I had to pick an editing app. I started with Movavi. A friend of mine shared that with me, and then I moved to CapCut, and then I moved to DaVinci, learning everything from scratch. So as I am editing the video, I'm also going to YouTube. How do I change the font color of this text on screen? How do I crop a video? How do I cut a video on CapCut? So I was learning on the go. It meant that I think my first video took me about 3 weeks to finish, if I can remember correctly. So I started recording March, and I was only able to upload in April. I'll link the first video if you want to see how this channel has progressed. But the idea is, on the job I was learning on the job, and it made me realize that content creation is not as easy as it seems, because you're doing multiple jobs just to get a video out. You're a scripter, you're an editor, you're a videographer, photographer in some cases, doing some animations and all that. So it was a lot of work. It was a lot of efforts, and it's going to be for you if you want to start YouTube. You just have to be prepared. Another thing I learned was YouTube is just the way life of an entrepreneur is. It's like running a startup where you're doing everything all by yourself, and there's really no guarantee to success, sort of. You're just uploading, and will there be views? Will there be traction on that video? You don't know upfront. Some of them go viral, some of them don't go viral. You don't really have control over all that. What you have control over is enjoying the process of shooting, enjoying the process of editing, and the process of putting your content out there, putting your information out there. But one primary thing I've learned in the first 1 year is trying to be resilient and not looking at all the parameters. So I'll give practical examples. I have had thousands of views on this channel, maybe not millions of views as some has had, but if I keep focusing on the views alone, I'll never produce, because I've done some videos where I spent a lot of effort and it's just a couple of tens of views, and I've done some that I didn't even do a lot of effort and it's thousands of views. So at the end of the day, you want to be prepared upfront that the purpose of doing this YouTube thing is not for the views, because if you start with the views in mind, if you start with going viral in mind, you'll probably be discouraged very easily. So you need to pick something you want, a niche you want. I can talk about phones and gadgets all day. In fact, I cut off a lot of the things that I say just to keep the videos short. So pick something you want, talk about it, and that's it. In the last 1 year, I've learned how to be more consistent, how to show up more. I've learned how to script videos. I've learned how to, do that process of content creation. It's been insightful. I've learned how you can control things in life. Usually I am a kind of person that wants to control a lot of parameters and make it, such that, oh, if I put in this effort A, B, C, I should be getting this result D, E, F, But that's not the way it works with YouTube. I've learned to throw it out there and then see how it goes. The most important thing is enjoying what you're doing while you're doing it. So here's my advice: if you're trying to start YouTube, don't spend too much time just looking at tutorials and looking at how to start, looking at how to edit and all that. Just start. Like I said, pick up your camera, write a few things down you want to talk about, pick a niche, pick up your camera, start recording, start learning how to speak to the camera in a comfortable way, which is going to come with time. Don't be too bothered if you make a lot of mistakes. You can correct the mistakes in your post-production, in your editing. You can correct the mistake, but get comfortable with articulating and saying things on camera, because no matter how good you are in speaking with people, when you speak to the camera, it's just different. The camera is a beast on its own. This one is looking at me, Edson, like this, like, I got you. So the camera is looking right into your eyes as you're looking into its eyes, and it's kind of different. It's kind of weird. So, just start. The more, the merrier. I would like to see that some of you watched this video and then you felt like this thing is not as hard as it seems. It's just a start. And in a year's time, maybe you have a lot more views than me. Maybe you have a lot of more subscribers than me. Please come back in a year's time to comment on this. If you're starting, if this video has motivated you to start, please subscribe to this channel and let's get things going. If you don't have a control over all these parameters, which is why you need to subscribe to this channel. You've been here. Some of you have been here more than 80% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. They're just not subscribed. I don't know why. Why are you not subscribed? What are you waiting for? Anyway, I know you're subscribed once you see this now. It's been hard. It's not been easy, but at the same time, it's been a lot of fun. Even if I don't get 1,000 views, right? You cannot take away the fact that a year ago I could not edit videos. Now I can edit videos. You cannot take away the fact that a year ago I didn't know anything about video production. Now I can produce high quality videos and share with people. As much as over 30,000 people has seen my face at one point or the other. Have learned from me at one point or the other in terms of the count of views on this channel. That is a plus you cannot take away. It was a shock to me how the cost of things that you need, camera, lighting, etc., to produce a high quality video is very expensive. Not like you don't know, you know, but it's kind of different when you're the one that wants to spend the money, right? When you're the one that wants to buy a $3,000, $4,000 camera to produce high quality videos, So it's expensive, but you can go lean. You can, and not just the gadgets. The gadgets are expensive, but then the tooling, you have to pay for your video editing software. You have to pay for your storage. You have to buy hard drives, different things, different parameters. That means producing a high quality video is expensive. Guys, subscribe. You have to press that subscribe button. I think I have to fight you guys now. So anyway, it's expensive, but you could go lean, and I would advise you go lean. Use your phone if you already have your phone, which all of us already do with fairly good camera. It doesn't have to be perfect camera from day one, but spend time learning the process. After doing 50 videos, I knew a lot better than I was when I started a year ago. Go lean, use your phone as much as possible. Spend a little less on trying to get the optimal camera, because it really doesn't matter. People use phones and rack up millions of views. People use the best camera and don't get enough views. So use whatever you have and focus more on iterating and developing yourself and learning from each video as you go forward.